Coming up on 5-Minute News. Biden plans to use Defense Production Act to lower U.S. prices. Judge rejects Trump request for January 6 committee records. And first transatlantic passenger jet to use low-carbon fuel. It's Tuesday, November 28. I'm Anthony Davis. The White House has said that Joe Biden will use the Defense Production Act to improve the domestic manufacturing of medicines deemed crucial for national security and will convene the first meeting of the President's Supply Chain Resilience Council to announce other measures tied to the production and shipment of goods. The Defense Production Act of 1950, which was passed to streamline production during the Korean War, was last used in early 2021 during the coronavirus pandemic to accelerate and expand the availability of ventilators and personal protective equipment. The Supply Chain Council is set to address issues ranging from improved data sharing between government agencies, supplying renewable energy resources, and freight logistics. Jake Sullivan, the White House National Security Advisor, will be co-chair of the council, which includes the heads of cabinet departments, the administration's Council of Economic Advisors, the U.S. Director of National Intelligence, the Office of Management and Budget, and other agencies. Monday's announcement arrived as the U.S. economy appears to be doing well on paper. But the White House has acknowledged that improving economic picture is not shared by consumers, and the administration has explicitly tied the economy to the president by calling it Bidenomics. A judge on Monday rejected Donald Trump's request to see records from the Congressional investigation of the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol, which the former president said may be relevant to his defense against election interference charges. U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan in Washington found that Trump has not sufficiently justified his requests for information tied to the Democratic-led House of Representatives probe, which concluded in 2022. Trump sought to subpoena materials that his lawyers said were missing from the House investigation, including transcripts and video recordings of interviews with law enforcement officials. The judge concluded that prosecutors had already given Trump written transcripts of those interviews and that Trump's attorneys had not shown how video footage of those same conversations could be relevant to his defense. Trump has pleaded not guilty to charges that he illegally sought to overturn his defeat in the 2020 election. The case, brought by special counsel Jack Smith, is one of 4 criminal cases facing Trump, the front-runner for the Republican nomination in 2024. Following a separate court ruling, Smith's team on Monday made public new information about the January search warrant issued to Twitter for information on Trump's account. The warrant sought information on all electronic devices that accessed Trump's account between October 2020 and January 2021, as well as the content of direct messages sent and received from the account. Trump is also set to testify for a second time in his ongoing civil fraud trial in New York on December 11th. A Virgin Atlantic passenger jet flying from London to New York, powered by 100% sustainable aviation fuel, will take off today, as the aviation world seeks to showcase the potential of low-carbon options to secure its future. As the world decarbonizes, airlines are banking on fuel made from waste to reduce their emissions by up to 70%, enabling them to keep operating before electric and hydrogen-powered air travel becomes a reality in the decades to come. The flight, operated by a Virgin Boeing 787 powered by Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engines, will be the first time a commercial airline has flown long-haul on 100% SAF. It follows the successful transatlantic crossing by a Gulfstream G600 business jet using the same fuel last week. Virgin Atlantic's billionaire founder Richard Branson, the airline's chief executive and Britain's transport minister, will all be on board the flight scheduled to leave London Heathrow and arrive at New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport. There will be no paying passengers on board or cargo on what Virgin has dubbed Flight 100, which comes days before the start of COP28 climate talks in Dubai on Thursday. SAF is already used in jet engines as part of a blend with traditional kerosene, but after successful ground tests, Virgin and its partners Rolls-Royce, Boeing, BP and others won permission to fly using only SAF. The fuel used to power today's flight is mostly made from used cooking oil and waste animal fat, mixed with a small amount of synthetic aromatic kerosene made from waste corn. Many European airlines have said they want to be using 10% SAF by 2030. 5 Minute News is an Evergreen podcast covering politics, inequality, health and climate, delivering independent, unbiased and essential world news daily.
With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. The holidays are right around the corner, and HelloFresh can take the stress out of dinner by delivering everything you need to cook up tasty meals right to your door, saving you tons of time. Just like always, HelloFresh's ingredients travel from the farm to your front door, so you know they're fresh, and everything arrives pre-portioned so you can get right to cooking quick. HelloFresh makes cooking so easy and fast, I've personally been inspired to do more home cooking because of it. Go to hellofresh.com/5minutefree and use code 5minutefree for free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at hellofresh.com/5minutefree with code 5minutefree. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.